Hi, everyone. Hi, how's everyone doing tonight? Just getting started here. Hope everyone is having a nice night. And I don't know where you are, but it's extremely hot here. We've got a big heat wave happening right now, so it's pretty warm. I'm sitting in the air conditioning, so I'm not going to complain about the heat. So, so welcome everyone. Welcome to another, excuse me, another live stream with me, Funny Girl. Happy to have you all here. And for anyone who's catching the replay, I hope you enjoy the stream. And before I get started, I'm going to do my little content message here, what all the content creators are supposed to do, and ask you to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed and like the stream. Get me hopefully out there in the algorithm a bit more. So tonight, I wanted to do a review of the live stream Foodie Beauty Chantel put out a couple of nights ago. Yesterday, I guess it was. Yesterday, uh, she was she got a little bit upset or ragey about halfway through it. So, and I started to kind of go over this with when I was on panel with Life with Vibe last night. We got through a little bit of it, but we didn't get through the whole thing. So I thought I would just kind of pick up where we left off and continue reacting to it because there was a lot of stuff that was happening in that stream and that I wanted to comment on. And I also wanted to talk about what we're seeing from Foodie over the past week or so. Because her content is just taking a really bad turn, in my opinion. And I really feel like she's given up on everything, especially trying to get control over health. So we're going to get started here in a few minutes. I'll just wait for a couple people to pop in, and then we'll start on the live. Um, and then I wanted to wait just till I know I don't have a huge audience right now, but I did want to wait a couple of minutes to see if there's a couple people pop in because I want to make sure the volume of the video I'm playing, of Foodie's video that I'm playing, is okay because when I tried to play a couple clips from her in my first stream, I realized after the fact that you couldn't hear her at all. So once there are a couple people in here, I'll get started and then you guys can let me know how the volume is so people can hear what she's saying. So, okay. So, just again, I'll just give you a little bit of history if you're new to my channel, if you're first time popping in. Again, welcome. My name is Funny Girl. I am a fourth year undergrad student majoring in psychology. And once I receive my undergrad, I'm hoping to move over into pursue my master's in psychotherapy, specializing in addictions. So, the intent of my channel is to kind of discuss the behaviors that we see on the internet that people put out there, and I try to view them as much as possible through a clinical lens and talk about some of the psychology that could be going on behind the scenes with the behaviors that people are portraying. So and just so just to give people maybe an idea of what might be going on there with some when you see particular behaviors happening all the time. And also, just to clarify too, if people are confused maybe about what the behavior looks like versus what it actually is. And, when I do my master's, I'll have to prepare. Part of my master's is completing a thesis. And so I thought this would just be a little bit of good practice for me to talk about this stuff out in the open and hopefully get a little bit better at it. I know my first few live streams have been a little wonky. So, Okay, so I see, there are a couple people here watching, so I'm gonna get started. And I did have somebody, a subscriber, I think, just a mom posted earlier before I started the live stream that she came over here from Ray from Life of Vibes channel. So welcome, just a mom. Glad to have you. And she says here she's majoring in criminology, so that's a nice. Have a lot of interest in criminology as well. So I'm hoping to, you'll see probably a mixture of different type of content on my channel. I'm a huge true crime buff fan as well. So, okay, so I'm gonna just start Chantel's video here. Let me get into it, share my screen. Oh, I just realized that let me do that again, because I just realized when I went to share that it asked me if I wanted to share the audio tab, and I think that might have been what I missed the last time. Okay, share audio. Okay, so the share audio tab is clicked. Okay. Okay, and because I am using Chantel's video, I will be posting it down in the description below. So I'm going to hit play now. So if you are having issues hearing Chantel, can you please let me know in the chat so I can increase the volume? Okay. Might figure out how to hit play here. Sorry, I am still a newbie trying to figure all this stuff out, so I appreciate you guys bearing with me. How do I get Chantel to play? Oh, maybe try it this way. Nope. Okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I know a couple of you are waiting. I apologize. Thanks, Deb. I'm trying to figure it out. I thought I had it. Okay, let me stop sharing. Start over. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Okay, that's what I want to share. The audio is on. Okay. Alrighty.
For that, eh?
Ah, there we go.
So you can kick anyone's butt.
I still like I remember.
Okay, I'm going to turn
Yeah.
up.
But just need some stamina, and I'll be okay.
And then if you guys could just let me know,
Yeah,
can you hear her?
And when you get older, you don't have the stamina you used to have when you were a teenager.
In the
either.
chat, I would
It's like-
appreciate that.
I didn't watch the Crow remake.
Just so I
Splitting
can.
the legs to the ground.
Oh, the splits.
I've got her up at full
I
max,
used to
so
be
I
able to
don't.
do that. I was in
Hopefully, you can
gymnastics,
hear
like,
her okay.
many years ago.
Olympic.
All right. So I'm just going to pause her there for a second. You can hear her. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Deb. Okay, and if at any time the volume goes a little wonky, just let me know, because I'm just trying to figure all this stuff out. I don't have a microphone. I am doing this through a headset, so trying to get all of this stuff here. So I'm starting this video kind of midstream in her live, because it's coming up to the point where she starts to get, very defensive, and starts just lashing out at her audience. So we'll jump back into it here. All right, so I think it's coming up now. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
He's flexible with his soccer high kick.
Like,
tap it forward a bit here.
in the religions, like they don't know anything.
Okay,
So
so
I'm not sure why reactors are hounding you about that. It's a celebration, like what you do this season.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Get back a bit here.
Because you
Okay, and for those of you who don't know, so it is in Kuwait. It's Eid right now. So a couple of days ago, Chantal had a video where she sat down and she ate massive amounts of desserts in celebration of Eid. So people in her chat are now commenting on it, and the fact that she ate so much, and this is kind of her
did
reaction
kung
to
fu,
it.
right?
Yeah.
So,
Like black belt.
Before.
so I'm just
before
gonna let it
I
play
was
from here because she jumps into it in a second.
15, 16, 17.
Or you,
Talking about
24 years.
apparently Sala
Okay.
is a kung
yeah, you
fu
got medals for
expert.
that, eh?
Yes.
So
So you can kick
when
anyone's
he's a
butt.
teenager,
I still like I remember the moves.
you can tell
Yeah.
Chantal's very
I
impressed
just
by
need some
that.
stamina, and I'll be okay.
So
Yeah, it takes a lot of stamina. And when you get older, you don't have the stamina you used to have when you were a teenager either, eh? It's like I didn't
all
watch
right,
the
I think we're coming
remake.
up now to the part where
Swinging
she
the legs
starts
on the
to
ground.
get
Oh, the
upset.
splits.
Splits.
I used to be able to do that. I was in gymnastics, but
You know what?
many
I
years ago.
forgot.
Alone.
I'm going to speed her up a bit because oh, we know how
I used to be able to do handstands. He's flexible with his soccer high
Literally,
kick.
she
I can jump in the air and fly for 3 hours just to double kick the ball to the and score the goal.
Yes.
okay.
Sometimes 4 hours I can fly in on the sky just shoot the ball. You know?
By the
All
way,
right,
lots
come
of
on,
Muslims
Chantal.
eat sweets during Eid. So I'm not
Okay,
sure
so
why
here we
hackers are
go.
hounding you about that. It's a celebration like what you do this season. Oh yeah, I don't even care.
They know nothing.
Yeah.
They know only about their basement.
Yeah, people are like, oh, she's using that as an excuse to eat sweets. Well, don't people like how many people every Christmas say, oh, it's Christmas, I'm gonna eat what I want, like eat all kinds of pies and everything. Give me a
They
break.
interfere only also in the religions. Like they don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
They are so pathetic.
I mean,
Okay, so I'm just gonna, so in that point there, you know, Chantel's talking about how, when it comes to other religious celebrations or other, big holidays, she mentions Christmas, that people overindulge in foods, which is absolutely true. I'm sure we've all done it, but the difference is, generally between what would be considered normal or what normal people might do around a holiday or a celebration is they're only doing it for one day or maybe 2 days. They're not doing it every day, which is what Chantel is doing it. So, again, she's using a holiday, in my opinion, as justification to binge on foods and say that it's okay, that it's not a binge because it's a holiday. All right. And then Sala goes on to comment about how, everybody is ignorant to Islam and they don't understand the the religion and why it's important to, you know, to eat sweets for Islam.
react to that all you want. I'm gonna keep eating what I want, and it's my body, it's my life, and I don't know what to say about that. Like if you're gonna say the same thing every video, oh she's eating pizza, oh she's eating this, oh she's eating that.
Before you become a Muslim, okay?
Yeah.
Before that, they never know about anything about this.
Okay, so again, I'm just stopping right there because, if Chantal took a moment and actually listened to herself there, what she actually just said, she said, it's my body, I'm going to eat what I want. And then she's like, oh, she's eating pizza, or I'm eating this, or I'm eating that, or, you know, just Chantal, take a second and think about what you just said there. If you just listed off the last 5 or 6 videos that you put out, the amount of unhealthy food that you ate and the calorie count alone. Let's not even talk about your the other nutritional values that those foods might hold, or non-nutritious foods, the values that they hold. Just look at the calorie count alone. It would probably be up in the 15, 16,000, 20,000 calorie range. When you think about what the average calorie count a person eats in a day, it's probably anywhere from the 1,500 to 2,000 calories, so you're eating double or triple that in one meal. So yes, people are going to have an opinion on it. And again, I think, um, if you sit and evaluate what you're actually doing every time you're doing it, maybe that will bring a little bit of realization to her. So, my whole point of kind of doing this stream is I feel like she's completely devolving in her behaviors, and her negative and hurtful and harmful behaviors are escalating. And I think, and the more that I see those behaviors devolving, the more delusional I see her becoming, and not taking accountability, and using the mental gymnastics to get around or trying to justify everything that she's doing. So, Deb, yes, you can't understand her defiance. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of theories behind her defiance for sure. Um, I think a big part of it at the end of the day is that she is just she just refuses to acknowledge what problems she actually has and what she needs to do to change those behaviors. So in order to justify her actions and to keep justifying her actions, she has to be defiant because, and then if she is, let's just say she actually does uh, get help, and gets help in the form of maybe even inpatient, or she's seeing, you know, dealing with therapy or counselors or nutritionists, multiple times a week, which I feel like someone in her position needs to be doing that at the moment. She is she I you know she does I for her I think her the way she looks at it is that she looks at it and is, well, if I do this, then I'm giving in to the haters. This is what the haters want. Whereas she doesn't see that it's actually those are the actions she needs to take to literally save her life. So, all right, let's keep going.
Yeah, yeah,
They know nothing.
exactly. Well, if you read the Quran, you would know that that was
Oh,
a passage.
maybe.
Yeah. No, well, like if you were reading the Quran, like you said, well, just because I stopped reading the Quran for a while, it's like, how many of you people claim to be Christian or Catholic and don't read the Bible all the time? Like, give me a break, you know? I
Hi,
hold you
just a
to a
mom.
standard that
Thanks
like
for
it's none of your
joining.
business.
Thank
Anything to
you.
do with
Or you're
religion
from
is between you and
Australia.
God, and that's
Awesome.
it.
Welcome.
Exactly.
Welcome.
Exactly.
Thanks
Go
for
ahead.
coming.
All the religions, they teach us to not show the hate for the others, right?
Yeah. 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 It's not always easy, but no one's perfect. Like, even God himself expects you
Oh
to
no,
be
no,
a
no, sorry,
sinner.
but they are angels.
Yeah. 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 Exactly. If he loved you, he wouldn't let me eat that. He doesn't control what I do, Dixie. It's up to me what I put in my mouth.
All right. I got a few comments to say about this too. So again, Chantel, something I've heard her say so many times since I've been watching her is, she makes the comment, nobody's perfect, nobody's perfect. And again, some of you that were in Life with Vibe stream last night, I'm kind of repeating what her and I talked about. But, so you might hear a couple of the same talking points that we talked about last night. But, you know, Chantel is right. Nobody is perfect. Nobody's perfect. But that doesn't mean that you're not accountable for your actions, and you're not accountable for the harmful behavior that you're putting on display for other people to see. And whether or not the harmful behavior you're putting on display is harming you physically and mentally, it's still harmful behavior. And that's, again, that's the difference that between Chantel is that she doesn't realize, she's not looking at it as her behavior being harmful. So, which most addicts don't. So, that's kind of part of the addiction cycle there. So,
Like, what do you want him to do?
okay,
Well, like
we'll
that,
keep
it's not gonna
going.
happen. Like,
Oh, I'm going to pause it again. So they're just talking about she says that nobody, Salah can't control what she puts in her mouth. And again, I'll just go back to say that, yeah, I'll go back and say, no, he can't physically stop her from putting food in her mouth, but he can physically not bring the food into the house, because she doesn't have any ability to get it on her own. So,
you know,
Give me a double break.
give me a double break. I like that. They want proof of life of the desserts that are still in the fridge. Give me a break. Dead Alive. Oh yeah, I forget that movie, but I did rent it a long, 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 long time ago. They're empty-minded, exactly, leaving Laura. Islam is gradual. Same with hijab. Some girls don't wear them. And yeah, just because I'm not always perfect and follow everything to a T, doesn't mean that I don't believe in God and in Islam. It's like I don't know.
I feel like Chantel
Like
picks and
suddenly it
chooses
becomes
what
like
parts of Islam she wants to follow and not follow.
philosopher or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I know. Well, silliest of geese, my blood sugars are actually lowest than they've ever been. So
Lord, yeah, nobody's perfect, exactly. It's fine.
yeah.
All right, I'm going to
You don't
stop it
see
there because that's an obvious, it's a blatant lie. So again, as I meant, as I talked about last night in Vibes live stream, there's no way that Chantel can be eating the amount of food and the type of food that she has been eating in that amount, and her blood sugars being the lowest she's ever been. So, hi Michelle, welcome. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you being here. And what did you see? What did you say here? I'm type 2 and the dessert mukbang was disturbing. Yeah, yeah. And it's disturbing because I think we all know what eating that type of food is physically doing to her body when you have type 2 diabetics. I mean, it's not good for anybody, whether you're diabetic or not, And like I said, it's one thing to indulge once in a while, because, maybe it is a holiday and you're celebrating, so you do, maybe indulge in a bit more than you would normally. But for her, that's the way she eats every day. So, and she just deludes herself as to as to why it's okay for her to be eating like that every day. So, and so again, her blood sugars can't be low with what she's eating. They can't be. It's just not possible. It's just not possible. So the only way it would be possible for them to actually be low or normal in a normal range is if she's actually not diabetic, but we know that she is. So all right, let's keep going.
what I eat the rest of the day. You don't know what I do. You don't know what
nothing
meds I'm
about
taking.
yeah about the personal life, what we are doing
Yeah.
behind the scene.
Yeah.
How they know? How they create or invent stupid theories from where? From their AWS.
Yes, exactly.
So weird to me.
Yep. Hi, Norma Jean.
Just a mom, just popping your comment up here. Her addictions are crazy, out of control. I hate how she doesn't put this content behind a paywall. How do you think she's able to live with herself? It's corn out in the open. Yeah, it absolutely is. Like I said, you substitute an illicit substance or alcohol or sitting in front of a slot machine at a casino, and there's no way that YouTube would allow it on their platform. There's no way. So, you know, I do wonder if if maybe it is because like food addiction is not actually included in the DSM-5, so maybe that's how YouTube, that's maybe kind of YouTube's escape from not removing this type of content from their platform, but it's still harmful behavior. It's still showing the addiction cycle. And for people that do suffer from eating disorders, uh, it can be extremely harmful. Now, um, I'm not, and Chantel's certainly not responsible for obviously other people's, uh, disorders or mental health issues that they might be fighting. But, you know, she also doesn't need to promote the behavior. And that this to me is what it is. It's open promotion of self-harm. And it is absolutely self-harm. Yeah, Michelle. I agree. It's absolutely open promotion of self-harm. So, all right, let's keep going here. Hopefully Sala stops talking soon. I'm not a fan of his, especially because he's just so ignorant of a lot of things.
I never seen The Edge. Stopped watching a few YouTube channels for the constant harassment too, and others started feeling. Yeah. I started feeling ill. That ill feeling you feel after watching something negative like that is it's depressing. It's bad for your, like, I don't know, people who have no problem watching like that negativity and like just constantly. It's just like it's true. It makes you feel like not good. Like it's not positive content. So why would you feel good after it? You know what I mean?
Right, and that's just again. So Chantel, your content's not positive either, as we just talked about. Your content is self-harm, and so I think it's pretty hypocritical for her to make a comment like that because again, like her content is not positive. And in some cases, because there's always talk of feeders possibly paying Chantel on the side, Foodie Beauty on the side, so in some ways, her content could possibly even be considered deviant. I'm not saying that it's deviant, but some people might look at it as deviant behavior.
Yeah, Imani. I don't care. Judge me all you want, whatever. I never claimed to be perfect. Whatever. Like, I don't care. Yeah. Yeah, Brianna.
All right.
And the thing is, a lot of people.
I love the comments in the chat tonight, you guys. Oh, your comments are great. So just a mom said, it's self-harm behavior, but for her, it's a dopamine hit. Fascinating, in my opinion. Yeah. So just a mom. Yeah. So it is self-harming, and she gets that dopamine hit. But quite often, the truth of the matter is, a lot of self-harming behavior does give you that dopamine hit and that serotonin that your brain is looking for. So yeah. So that's what that's what leads to more uh, the self-harm behavior escalates because just like anything, like any type of uh, a drug that you might be addicted to or substance or you know you have to the behavior has to increase to get that same level of dopamine and serotonin. So the comments are great tonight, guys. Oh, I love in the chat.
Who judge me, like.
And yeah, most of them fat and they fat shaming you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they eat salads.
They only
Right?
eat salads and
Only.
healthy food. Yeah. Only pineapples and salads and quinoa.
Thank
And
you,
they
Anastasia. Thank you.
extra food.
Welcome.
Yeah. So I don't know how you spend 3 hours criticizing me eating pizza and then get offline and go and eat Burger King or something like that because there's no way you're obese or
Me and
overweight.
you, the intelligent people, they know why they are doing this.
Yeah, money.
Money.
Views.
Stupid people, zombies, like, flowing like the chiefs behind them.
Flowing like the.
Yeah, and Chantel, the content you're putting out there, you're doing it for money too. You've said this is your career. So eating yourself to death is your career. This is your job. You're doing it for money. So you can choose to still be a content creator and not do harmful behavior, but you don't. So you are actively choosing to to eat on camera to make money, even though it is causing detrimental harm to you physically and mentally. All right, let's
Yeah.
keep going.
Really,
It's
really
true.
stupid.
They don't even come up. Yeah. Yeah. They can say they're not this fat anymore, but
I dare them
where's the proof?
to come up. I
Yeah.
dare them.
Yeah. And I don't even care how fat they are because it's not a competition to me. It's not, I don't compare, like, I don't care like about other people, how fat they are, how thin they are. Good for you. You know, like I'm just concerned with my life and that's it. That's why my channel's about me, you know?
You're not concerned with your life,
Oh, okay,
Chantal.
Sessa, thanks for the, you
If
know,
she was, she'd
of
be
log
doing
off.
things
Thanks
very
for the
differently.
advice. What? Exactly. Nobody walks in each other's shoes. It's so true. Like your circumstances are different from everyone else, you know?
So Chantal,
Script.
I think when she makes comments like that, and you hear her, you heard Salah there earlier. Nobody knows what she's doing behind the scenes. Nobody knows what her doctor has told her, and things like that. So it's like there's a term in psychology called terminal uniqueness, and that is what uh, I see a lot of in Chantel as well. So is that everything sh- everything is unique to her. Nobody has diabetes like she has. You know, that's why she can eat the way she does, because nobody knows her situation exactly. Therapy doesn't work for her, even though she's never gone to more than one appointment. She's never tried, meeting with a nutritionist, because that wouldn't work for her. She can't restrict because then she binges, so that doesn't work for her. All the normal types of, you know, modalities and therapies that might be used, they don't work for people with terminal uniqueness. So, okay. Hi, Stella. Hi, thanks for popping in. Nice to see you. Yes, Sala triggers me too. Yeah, yeah. Just I think because he just is again living in total ignorance with her as well. So yes, and then yeah, Amber Lynn is the same. They are special. Yes, yeah, they do have that. Yep. So and then Anastasia, it's so odd. Her job is eating bizarre amounts of food, but then she complains when people talk about what she eats. Right? Yeah. I mean, so she just wants to be able to do it without any impunity, right? She just wants to do it without any type of accountability, you know. So let's keep going.
Flowing like the sheeps.
The sheeps. Sheep. The sheeps.
You know, like a sheep, like a herd of sheep. Yeah, Felicia. They're bringing light to the unrighteous by being unrighteous. Like, come on. You know? Drunk, angry monkey. I love that.
Yes.
I had someone call me a hamster once. That was funny. Yeah, I don't hide them. Yeah. Yeah,
Not
Rosalia.
sure.
Hi, Marguerite. Yeah, happy
Yep,
people don't do this with their spare time. They don't,
just a mom. Yeah,
log
she
on
is
and go
entitled.
live or, react for 3 hours plus, 2 hours plus and just say the nastiest things and react to nothing. People who are happy and have a life, they don't do that. You're exactly right.
So, if I was, uh, you know, if I was working with somebody like Chantal and she was complaining about the fact that people were reacting to content she was putting out on the internet, which she considers her job, and she made the comment, "Happy people don't do this." I would my question back to her would be, well, what do you think happy people do then? So, and then I would ask her as well, do, does what you do make you happy? And then I would ask her for specific examples of how it makes her happy, you know. So, it's just kind of things that if someone is dealing with these issues in therapy or in counseling, questions they might be asked. So,
I don't know, silliest of geese. Me, well, it's about time. Make your own content. You get picked on by people that make money off this and they have nothing better. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And some stupid people they got fooled by the shit action channels
Yeah.
about that they care about your health. No, they care for their money only.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't need your
Wake
concern.
Wake
Thanks.
up, zombies.
I just have to say again, part of why Salah bugs me is that, when he makes comments like stupid people, I, I, I take it with a grain of salt, but also I'm like, I'm sorry, but that's offensive to me. Here I am. Okay, yeah, I'm not fully a Chantel reaction channel, but I'm not a stupid person. So, just don't assume that people are stupid because you don't like what their reactions are.
Yeah.
And Chantel too, she's just
No,
made the
they are.
comment
Some
there
people just.
that she doesn't want people's concern, which is fine. But then why do you comment on it? Why do you get upset when people react to you? So if like,
I don't know. No matter who you are on the internet, no matter what you do, you have fans. I mean, there's like maybe a few exceptions, like but people who've
I'm
done
not
like
sure Salah has
really
any
bad
fans.
things, that's understandable for them to be really canceled. But
Successful people like you, babe, of course, like they will have some haters,
yeah, no, the more successful you are, the more haters you have.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is nothing. I'm like nothing compared to a lot of people who have like
And more jealousy.
yeah, people who have tons of millions of followers. I don't know. At some point, it must be a bit lonely because whenever you have like millions and millions of followers, it's like hard to. You probably feel a bit disconnected from your audience because you can't keep up with comments. You can't have intimate conversations like this. The chat goes too fast. Like at least we get to like hi Vicky. Thank you. Yeah, take.
Salah just made that comment there. He called her successful. Successful people like you, babe. And people ask, what do you think his motivation is for being with her? And I do think a big part of it is that he does consider a very successful person because she does make a decent amount of money for really not doing anything, right? Like, other than, slowly, slowly, you know, damaging her body. So, I think that's kind of a comment he slipped in there that gives away his motives. Not that we didn't know what his motives were
He's
to begin
tolerant for
with,
sure.
but
Children from the mind.
I have 6 people
Yeah.
watching. That's the most I think I've had watching at one time. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Babe, you remember that one? Of course, they will talk about you because if they didn't, nobody will, or if they talk about themselves, nobody will give them any attention.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Nobody would listen. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true, I guess, Oh well.
So just like
And
Chantel
you have to watch
says,
every single word that you say.
her channel is about her. People can choose what they want their channels to be about. And if they choose to react to what content is out there, then that's their choice. And you don't really have a say in it. Just like people don't have a say as to what you put on your channel.
Yeah, you have to watch every single word that you say, or you have to just not care, if you get backlash for it. So it's like a mix of both of what I do, I guess. Hi, Sammy Bacon. Beezer's turn to hater.
I know I'm pausing it a lot here, guys. Sorry, I just want to address Stella's comment here. Funny girl, I am the belief that Chantel and Salah really do actually genuinely like each other. What are your thoughts? I would say I would say yes in the sense that he obviously likes her enough to tolerate her. She'll just go with anybody. Anyone who pays a bit of attention to her, she'll go with. So that's, it could be, anyone on the streets because her any sense of self-worth she has is defined by having some sort of partner man. So but yeah, obviously he likes her enough to tolerate her in one sense. Um, and I think there obviously has to be some incentive there for him to continue to stay. So, yeah. Hi, Lex. Thanks for coming. Thank you. Good. Good. Did your salad turn out okay? Lex and I were chatting in a different in the Gaining Grounds stream earlier. We were both kind of cooking dinner while we were listening to his stream together. So yeah. So welcome. Thanks for coming in. Oh, I'm up to 9 people, guys. Oh, I'm so excited. I got 9 people watching. Say hi if you're in a chat. Don't be the lurker.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's keep going.
Is there a power outage? Baby Jane. Nope. Spotlight.
No, just be yourself.
I think we're coming up to the part here where
It's
she
okay,
starts talking about.
like many beezers are wise and intelligent enough,
Yep.
and they're very nice and sweet.
Oh, the Beezers
thank
are
you.
wise and
Thank you, me.
intelligent.
Thank
Did you
you.
hear that?
Thank you, me. Blue window.
Thank you, me. That means a lot. Blue, actually, that's not true. Like, so many people overeat or eat things that they shouldn't be or whatever. You're saying you only have to be eating salad to be happy? Give me a break. You know? And
Well, I don't know. I don't know about Lex. Well, she just said the salad she had there for dinner turned out great. So I actually made a salad for dinner too. I made a broccoli salad, and I really enjoyed mine too. And it was pretty good. Chantel. All right, let's keep going.
at
Being a
least I
little
don't
bit
sit there and
facetious.
attack other people. Like,
Thank you, Stella.
people who are
Thank
not happy take it out
you.
on other people. And I don't do that. I defend myself once in a while, but the amount of the content I have is all my life. So the fact that I don't feel so bad about my life that I have to sit and take it out on other people, I'm just saying.
Oh, Chantel,
And don't
yes,
tell me that those
okay.
reactors
Maybe in some sense, yes, you are defending yourself, but you defend yourself in the lowest common, using the lowest common denominators. Like you know, you could do a much better job of defending yourself, but you can't control your
don't eat 3,000 plus calories. Because
anger.
again, might I remind you, they don't even have the nerve to cam up because they're so ashamed of how big they are. So please.
They are low lives.
Yeah.
For collecting and gathering the money through showing hates for someone
Mm.
online.
Mm. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah,
And they're
like
they're
the mukbangs I do it like it's content for me right now, like basically. And I guess like I'm doing it more like just kind of, I don't know, experimenting also like eating what I want and seeing how I'm able to manage the rest of my day with keeping like it in check. Like, it would be different if I was eating the mukbang and then like, eating crap all night. Like that would be, different, but I don't know.
all right. So I'm gonna ask you guys there in the chat. Does any hi Grateful Life? Hi, thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you guys in the chat there. Does anyone believe that she is eating healthy for the rest of the day or not eating for the rest of the day based on, the fact that she's eating those mukbangs that are thousands of calories? Does anyone believe that? Because I don't. I definitely don't believe. Because if she is a food addict, it's very difficult to control that addiction cycle. So by an addict's very nature, you can't control that. So I'm pretty skeptical that she's not overindulging in the rest of the days, in the rest of the days that she's, yeah. And again, let's just say for the sake of argument that she is only eating those 1 meals a day for those mukbangs. Then based on the amount of calories, even though those mukbangs are still extremely high in calories, the weight would be coming off of her. And it's not. It's not at all. And then even just look back to this video. It came out yesterday. She also released that Chili's video yesterday earlier in the day. And then when she started this video, she started out eating a sandwich. So no, she's not just, trying to manage what she eats for the rest of the day. So, and again, for someone who's in her position, this is not the route that she should be taking, in my opinion. She's going to end up in a medical emergency
It's
again.
just, yeah. But you do eat less now than your old videos. Yeah, I don't even finish my food sometimes. Like I ate the pizza. I was really hungry that day and I didn't find it that filling. But my spaghetti mukbang, for instance, I ate half. And people are like, you ate a whole plate of it. No, I ate half if you watch the whole video. So it just depends, you know? Like, I don't know.
But that half of a plate that she ate is double what an actual serving would be. So again, Chantel, look at what you're actually doing, okay? Because this right here is just, again, you're just deluding yourself. And I'm going to keep saying that word. She is just deluding herself and lying to herself about what she is actually doing. And by the way, that spaghetti video that she did, Sansa Cooks, who I love, Sansa Cooks, I will post her channel down in the comments. Um, and so people can go check her out. She always does all the macros and stuff. She kind of made me uh, chuckle uh, with her video because she applied the scientific method to just trying to determine how much spaghetti Chantel ate. So I kind of got a chuckle out of that video. She did a good job with it. So go check it out. Just a Mom Life, a funny girl, 1920. I've legit started my first year, and I can't wait to absorb all the case studies. Haha, she's a case study to me. Yeah, she is. She is a case study. And when I've been watching Chantel for a long time. I started watching her back in 2017, 2018, both her and Amber. And when I first started, and I know some of you guys have heard this before, but when I first started watching her, I've always watched her through reactors. And the reactors kind of roasted her and they just made me laugh. So that's why I kind of got watching this type of content. But when I went back to school, I went back to school the fall of 2020 during the pandemic, and I started viewing these videos and Chantel through new lenses, because as I was learning, my courses and stuff. And you do start to look at it through different lenses and more clinical stuff. So it's really interesting how your view
People say Salon
changes.
doesn't care in the face. He defends you, and when they attack you, it's like they attack Salah because you are one. He's a good husband and supports you. Yeah, they don't see behind the scenes. Maybe he doesn't approve of what I eat, but I'm a 40-year-old woman and I'm gonna eat whatever the heck I want to eat. Like
I believe that there's 85% of your meals, of your mukbangs, you keep leftovers. You don't even continue or finish it all.
yeah.
I see it by my eyes.
So again, yeah, you're going to eat what you're going to eat, but that doesn't mean that he can't try to make you be accountable to what you're doing. And the amount of food that you do eat, even if you're only eating half of it, the half of that you've eaten is double what normal portion sizes are. Delusional,
Yeah,
Chantel.
give it to you like you
Delusional.
ate the leftover chilies.
Or you keep it in the fridge and heat it later,
Yeah,
next time.
yeah,
Very good.
yeah. Sam is okay. I got a video of him actually the other day. Yeah, he's happy with his family now. But yeah, I wish I could have him. You can't tell an Aries woman what to do. No, you can't. You can't. Thank you, Wolf Pup. So yeah.
Hey, Shane.
Oh, Sham. I don't find that like super restricting also doesn't work for me at all. Like I don't know, it's hard to explain to people who don't have binge eating disorder.
Me, I guess so.
No, it's not hard to explain to people that don't have binge eating disorder, Chantel. It's not hard to explain at all because someone uh, who truly wanted to uh, recover from something like binge eating disorder or food addiction would be getting the help that they need for it. So, and then in getting that help, the you would actually be, able to talk to people who experience the same thing you experience.
Remember when they said Salah's not real and that you would never go to Kuwait and that he would stand me up at the airport? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right.
So
Whatever they say.
yeah.
Like who cares?
Yes. It's not realistic, but the pizza was thin. It was like thinner. I don't know. I'm not saying it's
Lex, nothing has worked for her, not even the love of her husband. She will do whatever she wants and what makes her happy because she's very self-centered in that way. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're right. You're right. Um, and everything she does, like I said, the delusions to keep justifying why it's okay for her to keep doing it. It's the addict cycle, right? Nope. I thought I hit pause there.
like super healthy to eat a whole pizza, but I mean, I don't know. That's why I just wanted to
It's
stop talking about it because I don't want to like give people all this like hope of like following a health journey that like I can't commit to in the way that people expect me to. Like they expect me to go like all gung ho and like, I just prefer to just like keep that completely offline.
Yes, look at
Oh my gosh, I can't believe she just said that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta tap that back because I gotta hear it again because all right.
Wolf pup.
Oh,
So yeah.
you got Delusion 101 for
you
sure
can.
going on here.
Oh, Sham. I don't find that like super restricting also doesn't work for me at all. Like I don't know, it's hard to explain to people who don't have binge eating disorder,
Me, I guess so.
Sorry, it should
Remember
be
when they
caught up
said
here in a
last not real
second.
that you would never go to Kuwait and that he would stand me up at the airport? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right.
So
Whatever they say.
yeah.
Like who cares?
Yes. It's not realistic, but the pizza was thin. It was like thinner. I don't know. I'm not saying it's like super healthy to eat a whole pizza, but I mean, I don't know.
It's not healthy in
That's
any
why I just
sense
wanted
of the
to
word.
stop talking about it because I don't want to like give people all this like hope of like following a health journey that like I can't commit to in the way that people expect me to. Like they expect me to go like all gung ho and like, I just
Okay, all right. So she wanted to stop talking about it, but she's talking about it. So it's like, oh, Chantel, frustration. Just don't talk about it, okay? But don't get upset when other people talk about it. And nobody expects you to go on a gun ho health journey. You have said you are going to get healthy. You know, less than a month ago or a month ago, you were the sickest you had ever been. Those are your words. Those aren't our words. Those are your words. You are never going to treat your body like the way you're treating it now again. You were praying to Allah to get better. So, and then to sit here and say that people have you don't want to put the stuff online because people have expectations of you? No, girl. No, 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 no. Delusion, delusion, delusion. You are deluding yourself with every word that you speak. Okay, let me go back over to the chat here. Then why is she talking about it now? Right, Lex? I know. Also, nobody expects Chantel to follow through on anything but finishing the next meal. Yep, yep. I'm not trying to be mean, but that is the community she's created. Yeah, it is. It is. Like she is such an unreliable narrator, Like it's her own guilt that makes her talk about a confession. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, Stella. I don't think that Chantel actually feels a lot of guilt. And because when people do truly feel guilty for something, they try to do better. And she doesn't try to do better. She just continues to justify what she's doing. All right, let's keep going.
just prefer to just like keep that completely offline.
Yes, look at Neil said, Salah tie up Chantal and feed Salah peas. And the hypocrisy, they're gonna say, oh, he's forcing and pushing her to eat only.
So again, I'm stopping it again here because let's just I'm just going to be clear about something. And again, this is strictly my opinion. And if I was dealing with a non-compliant client, patient like this, if they said to me they wanted to keep it offline because they didn't want to live up to someone's expectations, my response to them would likely be, it sounds to me like you want to keep it offline because you do not want any accountability at all. So,
Solid.
Yeah, they
keep
would say that.
going.
Yeah, he's being controlling.
Whatever you will do, they will find any stupid theories from their brainless, and they'll talk about.
Yeah.
They will fill their live streams. The stupid,
Yeah, I agree. Grateful
shitty,
life.
Nonsense
Mm.
by pausing on that
Space bar.
bar every 5 seconds. Oh my god, they're so fucking boring.
I know.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
I know. Yep. Half my life I went the opposite way. It's hard to find balance. Yeah, it is hissy fits. It is. I feel like you're doomed if you do. You're doomed if you don't. You know, it's like, I don't know.
Imagine 3 hours reaction live just for like 20 minutes. Someone eating online.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid.
Chantal, and again, back to delusions. It's not you're doomed if you do, if you don't, doomed if you don't. You are currently the track you're on, you're doomed. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The don't is getting off the track you're on.
It's stupid.
No clue. Nothing. Like what they are doing.
Yeah. Andrea, I'm going to say this once, just one more time, because I've said this before. I didn't give up my cats just for a man, okay? Yes, I gave them up to come move here and be married, and I decided that rehoming them was in their best interest because I thought it would be cruel to bring them all the way here on the plane, and I was freaked out by even thinking about how to do that. And I thought that they would be better. It would be better for them and less traumatic. So that was the decision I made at the time, and that's it. So yeah.
Didn't Foodie say when she was back in Ontario that when she was in her car having her meltdown that she gave up her cats for Salah? Did I imagine that, or didn't she say that?
A lot of people have to do that, you know? Of course, I wish they were with me. I dream about them all the time, you know? So I don't know. Maybe someday I can find a way. I don't know. I saw a video of a cat, a long haired cat that passed away. They were put in like on the Qatar Airways plane and it overheated. And I just like it freaks me out just thinking about like them. They get freaked out going to the vet, like for a 20-minute ride, you know?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Just a Mom. You're so sweet. Thank you. I like having you guys here. So, but you guys are, bearing with me through these, first live streams. So thank you. I appreciate it so much.
I don't know. One of her cats was literally stolen. Yeah. Yep. He's a good man. He's defending you, and you two make it. Thank you, Rosalia.
Shukran, Rosalia.
Yes.
I appreciate it. Of course, yani. She's in good hands here, and I got your back, babe.
Thanks, babe. That's why, despite anything that's happened, I always, I love being with him because he's just amazing husband in like so many other ways, you know. So.
And you are a wonderful wife.
Thanks, babe.
Oh,
I try.
God.
I'm not always the best, but.
Nobody is perfect.
No. Yeah, hissy fits. You're right. I've explained it 100 times. Like, people have seen me. People rehome pets for different reasons. Yeah, it was like not an easy decision at all. It was very hard. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I am actually just
I don't
going
know
to
what to say.
skip
It's a tricky
through this
situation, but
part where she's
it does
talking
make me
about
sad.
her
Yeah, it makes me
cats
sad a lot too.
because
Like, I
I
have
don't
legit
really
trauma from
have,
that. Like, I don't know. I dream about them all the time. That I'm like finding them on the.
um, I don't really have any interest in rehashing everything that happened with the rehoming of her cats. There's lots of evidence out there that Chantel was a very neglectful pet owner, and I firmly believe that those animals are better off in their new homes. So I'm just gonna skip through that part because I don't really have any interest in talking about possible animal neglect.
Will be like, I expected that the person I was supposed to rehome her to would.
No, she's still go a bit forward.
And rotting in that villa too, like just getting high and just still. Yeah. I should have listened to my mom. She's like, don't rehome BBJ to somebody
Okay,
that you
we'll
don't
keep
know.
going.
But like,
Pass forward a little bit more.
you know, every 2.5 to 3 weeks. As soon as they get a bit long, we notice.
Oh,
like
she's
he's
still
starting-
talking about them. All right, let me keep going here.
A video from him the other day, Rosemary. Oh, I should get off. Yeah. Positive vibes chat. Yeah, I love my chat.
Okay, so
All
after 4
right.
minutes.
Okay.
When it's 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Michelle, I
thanks.
just
Positive vibes chat. I love it. Yes, me.
there.
Thanks also
Let me
for the
just
mods.
pause there. There are a lot of animal lovers in this community. I'm an animal lover. I've got, you know, my 2 little interns that I call them, you know, and seeing any animals in any sort of harmful situation, it absolutely enrages me. And to listen to Foodie basically just flat out lie about the condition those cats were in, the conditions they were living in, when we all saw with our own eyes the conditions they were living in. You know, I don't have any I don't have any interest in discussing that type of stuff. It's I get upset sometimes. I get upset seeing when animals get hurt in shows on TVs and stuff. So, you know, yeah. So I'm just gonna skip through that stuff.
For doing their job.
Yeah.
Great job.
Next lap. Oof. Look at her. Look at her. We do.
Oh yeah. No, I mean,
She
not
has
to
her mouth.
mention that, you know, even now, okay, Salah takes Julia for regular nail trimmings, you know, which is great, but the poor cat needs to get spayed, and they haven't done that yet. And that just, again, that just kind of enrages me too. I'm sure the cat doesn't have its vaccinations, you know, so I'd rather just kind of keep all of that talk off the table, because that does actually make me quite angry. So I got 10 people watching, guys. Yay! Thank you to my 10 viewers. I'm excited.
Bolivar, come here.
Hi, booty. Aww.
No,
Oh,
Michelle,
hi,
I
Legally
wouldn't
Blonde. I
either.
didn't see ya. For bees next time. Do you guys want to go on an outing? Maybe maybe on what's today? Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday.
No, it's Tuesday.
Maybe
It's
Wednesday.
entered 1 hour ago.
Yeah. You have 17 couches. Do you ever miss the blue sofa? I don't. I like this one. You know what? If we had a sleepover, we could have.
Imagine when they talk about that sofa on the right,
Oh yeah.
that it's disappeared,
Oh yeah.
that we sold it.
I'm gonna speed
Conspiracy.
her up to
They can suck it.
1.5. Just
It's still here. The sofa's still here, right?
hopefully it's
Yes.
not too fast.
They can have. We can have 8 people sleep on these couches.
Oh,
Nobody's
the couch
coming
is
for a
mine. I
sleepover
think
at your
I
house,
should take the
Foodie.
design.
Yes, we can.
Oh, Andre.
Did press and stop acting press win on the channel that you're just required address. Are you? What's that? Thank you for the super chat, Andrea. But
Andrea.
Andrea. No, Andrea is Chilean Gypsy, right? I know it. Rosemary. No, Melly. I think it's Chilean Gypsy. Hi, Strive. Slumber party. My living room looks pretty.
But
Thank
wait,
you.
I'm trying to understand what like Andrea.
I'm gonna pop her
Andrea-
forward a bit more here, because I heard that she talks about some of the stuff in Thailand, so I just wanted to hear
What,
that.
Dana? You love Tesla?
Oh, talking about a Tesla.
The type of Jeep.
Compared to the Tesla? Tesla is
Yeah.
more expensive, must be.
Don't they have
I
a
don't know, maybe the
Temu
price came
version of a
down.
I mean,
Tesla?
logically.
Yeah.
No problem,
Maybe
Lex.
sometimes things are
Electric.
changed.
Yeah. I think Tesla, you can maybe get one for 30,000. I don't know.
And you know, if you need me to
What
speed
is
her
it?
up, just
Yeah.
put it in the chat too. I don't mind.
You know, I just squint a lot and go like this.
Oh, I got 11
The
people
coffee shop elevator
watching.
was cool. Yeah.
Say hi in the chat, guys, if you're watching. Don't need to be a lurker.
Uh,
Oh, I hate her whining.
Why do I like
that feels weird. Hey, Katrina. I always do.
All right, let's go. Pop it forward a bit more.
That makes reading your message easier. Oh, me. So that would you ever put makeup on Chantal like the husband does my makeup challenge? I don't know how to do it.
Oh. Didn't she do that with BB? Her boyfriend did her makeup challenge a long time ago.
Babe, the leftover chili, you liked it.
The chilies, yeah.
You like the.
Pasta with chicken. Oh my god.
Yeah, I ate all the shrimps because I know you don't like the shrimps. And you liked the queso, the cheese.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, she's
They
talking
gave you a lot
about
of
food
queso. You didn't
again.
even finish it all either.
Yeah. Hi, Maureen.
pop it forward a bit more.
Check.
Maybe we can play the chess.
Oh yeah, chess. He always beat me. It's not fun. Yeah, it is fun. He beats me.
All right, guys. Well, I don't know that she goes into too much more there. I thought maybe I heard that she was kind of discussing some of the stuff that happened in Thailand, that the one lady that approached her and asked her if she was pregnant was flirting with Salah or something like that, but I might have skipped over it. But I've been on just over an hour anyways, and I'm gonna try and keep these live streams, to an hour to 90 minutes or so. And I really covered the content there that I wanted to, where Chantal was diluting, all the delusions and lies she tells herself about, her justification for eating the way she's eating, for, the harmful behaviors that she's exhibiting, the harm that she's doing to her body and herself, her mental health, so uh, so that's all I wanted to kind of cover tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming out and joining me. I appreciate it. The chat was great. I loved it. Thank you, Deb. Thank you, Deb 316. I appreciate all your support. I appreciate it. You know, uh, I like that you guys are all being my guinea pigs. So, um, and I got to take my two boys here out for a quick walk before they're ready to go to bed. Even though it's still pretty warm here, I still got to get them out for their walks. So, I'm probably not going to be able to stream again till the weekend. I've got quite a bit going on for the rest of the week, but I just wanted to let you know that the stream I'm hoping to do on the weekend, and it will probably be Sunday sometime, because Saturdays are generally a pretty crazy day for me. So I'm hoping to stream on Sunday, and I'm going to be reviewing a documentary that was put out, I believe, in the early 80s, regarding a family in Nova Scotia called the Goler family. And they are very similar to the Whitakers that Soft White Underbelly always has on. So they are a family that has steeped in incest, and they there was a lot of activity around them in Canada in the 80s. So I'm going to go back and review. I think I'm not sure. The documentary is old, and it is very reflective of the 80s. So it's going to be, I think, it's going to be a riot. And I want to review that material, and because like I said, I want to talk about all different types of things on my channel, not just a Chantal. I just don't want to be a Chantal reaction channel. I want to talk about all things that interest me when it comes to psychology, and deviant behavior is one of them. And this also kind of crosses over into true crime. So I'm going to be covering that on the weekend. So hopefully you guys can come out and join me. If not, watch the replay if you can. Like the stream if you can before you go. And I think that's it. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Lex, before you go, if you're still here, are you on Twitter by chance? I think you are. I just wanted to confirm that. So can you reach out to me in my DMs on Twitter if you can? It's same name I have here, Funny Girl 1920. And that's it. So anyone, enjoy your evening. Enjoy the rest of your week. Everyone stay safe. Stay cool out there. And I will see you all on the weekend. Have a good night.